Hello and welcome to the Embrace the Mud podcast. Yesterday, we talked about a big sign that you are not relationship ready, and that was high emotional reactivity. Today, we're going to talk about another sign, and that is emotional unavailability. Being emotionally unavailable means that you create a barrier to the deep connection that you crave in relationship. We're going to unravel the signs and the root causes of emotional unavailability and discuss the path towards becoming emotionally available. So let's dive in. You are listening to the Embrace the Mud podcast, where we discuss all things related to healthy, joyful, and life-giving relationships. Why focus on relationships? Because the quality of our intimate partnerships and close connections influences our health, happiness, and longevity more than anything else in our lives. Relationships matter a lot. So together, let's jump into the mud, aka our messy relationships, pull some weeds, plant some seeds, and create an enriching environment where strong relationships can take root. I am your grateful host, Dara Posner. I am a relational disaster working toward relational mastery. I am also a positive psychology coach, a relational mindset coach, a blogger, and now a podcaster. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Embrace the Mud podcast, where we discuss all things related to healthy, joyful, life-giving relationships. If you are a fan of this podcast, please subscribe, follow, like, review, and share. Your engagement in this way is crucial to the success of the podcast, and I appreciate you taking just a few seconds to support my mission, which is to help people like you flourish in life and love. We all know that healthy relationships thrive on honesty and openness. Emotional availability is the key to creating a safe space for true intimacy and connection. When we're emotionally unavailable, we hinder our ability to fully express our feelings, to fully commit, and to hold space for our partner's feelings and needs. This dynamic often leads to frustration and resentment, eroding the foundation of a thriving relationship and putting us on course to dysfunction. I want to invite you into a reflection on just a few questions to help you identify whether you might be emotionally unavailable. Do you find it challenging to express your feelings openly and vulnerably? Are you hesitant to make a full commitment to your partner or your relationship? Do you feel overwhelmed by your partner's emotional needs? These questions can offer insights into whether emotional unavailability might be impacting your relationships. It's important to understand the root causes of emotional unavailability if you recognize that this is an issue for you. It can stem from fears of abandonment or rejection, from unresolved trust issues, from past betrayals, or a fear of losing your own identity inside of a relationship. By recognizing these root causes, you can begin the journey towards greater emotional availability. Becoming emotionally available requires self-reflection, self-honesty, and a willingness to address those underlying fears and insecurities. And oftentimes it requires seeking support, whether that's through self-help resources or professional guidance. Building emotional availability is not only a gift to your partner, but also to yourself, fostering a relationship that flourishes on trust and connection. So in conclusion, really embrace the reality that emotional availability is a cornerstone of a healthy relationship. It's not optional. Recognizing signs, understanding root causes, and taking intentional steps toward greater emotional availability can transform your relational landscape. Creating deeply intimate relationships requires the willingness to take some risks, and that requires courage. So if you recognize that emotional unavailability is an issue for you, let seeking support be the first courageous step that you take towards a more fulfilling relationship. All right, that's all I have for you here today on the Embrace the Mud podcast. I'll be back very soon with another episode. In the meantime, please remember, you are wired for love and connection. You are capable of love and connection. You are worthy of love and connection. I'll see you soon.